So, good morning from sunny New Zealand. It's a bit nippy, but the sun's out, which is great. This is a little garden tour, not going to be a really long one. I'll keep it down as, short as I can, shall we say. So let's start with the patio. Let's have a look at the lime. The lime tree is doing exceptional. As you can see, it's got some, get out of my own shadow, lots of lovely limes on it. So that's really good. Really pleased with that. I gave it a good feed the other day, and I will give it another good feed in the spring, because it was looking a bit yellow, but no, it's perked up now, so that's good. The other thing is, got a few sort of pansies come in. They're looking a bit sad at the moment because they've been out. It's been pretty cold in places at times, so they'll perk up though. And these planter pots or planter baskets here, this is where I'm thinking of putting the cymbidiums that I've got in the orchid house. They will get a nice lot of sun here, most of the afternoon sun, and I have got a bit of frost cloth that I can put over them, and I can attach it easy enough to the back wall here and to protect them. But they don't really get frosted. Things back here doesn't really get the frost because it's under the eaves of the house, so we've got quite a deep eave, so yeah, and it won't get overly wet either, so that's those. So the hanging baskets are doing okay, and the pots below, I mean, they've been here quite a few months, so I can't complain. They may pick up a little bit more now with the spring coming, but I will certainly, plant them up again and redo them. The little pots of primulas are really nice. I've only just planted those up not long ago, so they're doing really well. Very happy with those. I really, really like the yellow, really stunning. So that's those. We had a big storm the other day, and I had the umbrella stood here, and it fell down and it knocked this pot off its stand, but it didn't break, surprisingly enough. It just knocked it off, and obviously all the stone come off, so I cleaned that up, so I was quite surprised at that, so that was lucky. The big cymbidiums, the scruffy cymbidiums as I call them, they've been here all winter. They're protected from the frost underneath here. There's no spikes developing or anything, so I may keep them for another year. If I really don't get any flowers on them, then I'm gonna sell them at the society or give them away, because they're not doing anything. I don't seem to have much luck with cymbidiums at the moment, apart from that one species one in there, the mini one. So anyway, so this pot's looking a bit tired, tidied up a little bit, but all that stuff will come back. And same over here, and that pot up there. So for those of you who like your veggies, we're getting a nice lot of brassicas, and as you can see, we've got quite a bit of broccoli developing and cabbages, etc. So that's really good. Really pleased with that. And don't take any, my husband's still got loads of lettuce, as you can see through there. Soon we'll have to trim back some of these espaliers to keep them neat and tidy. This is my, don't take any note of this area. This is my area, and it's quite scruffy for me, but it's where I keep all my bits and pieces, and it's quite close to the orchid house for when I'm potting on and doing stuff, so it's all the stuff I use, so that's fine. So let's have a walk around the garden, see what's happening. This area is starting to look really nice now. Excuse me, all the daffodils are coming up now. I swore, it certainly felt like when I was putting these daffodils in that I put a lot more in there. I might have some later ones coming up. Excuse me a minute. Dry throat. Some later ones coming up, but yeah, I thought, really felt like hard work when I dug them in, but that's okay. It's looking much nicer than it was when it was bare. So it's still got the spirea, which I see is just now starting to put out some new shoots, and you just see the little red shoots coming there. There is a few little hydrangea shoots coming. That's the blue skies plant back there in the pot. It's just there for frost protection. And so yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. So let's go this way. Hopefully the sun won't be too much glary on the screen. So I've popped in a few polyanthus here and there just for a little bit of colour. You know, because it's quite bare there until the dahlias come up in the summer. And the same, just popped a few in here as well. So, and this side's doing really well. Since the trees come down, it's really taken off. I've even got a sweet pea there that's survived the winter. So I've got to tidy it up and get it up this archway. So come around here, my husband's veg patch. See the espalier pears, they'll have to be tidied up soon. But we'll wait until they get some blossom on them so we can see, you know, what's happening with those. So come around here, up through this path. So just, you know, daffodils coming, some spring pollies. I love the pollies. I love the variety of colours and things that you get with them. Some more daffs. This is the camellia. It's going to burst into bloom soon. Coming on a trait. Almost. Come on, focus. Not behaving yourself today. So some more pollies here. I don't know if you remember from last year, but I have got quite a few tulip bulbs in this area here. So they'll be coming up soon, hopefully. I haven't seen any evidence yet, but tulips are quite a bit later. We're just in our last month of winter, or just coming up for our last month of winter. So I just like to see some colour in the winter when I'm walking around, because it's feels like winters are long. So this lovely acer's got its lovely red bark. Oh, another camellia. It's a bit behind the other one, but that'll be flowering soon. Don't have many flowers on this. I've got a couple of these and they appear more for the foliage. It's a rhododendron, but it's supposed to have red flowers, but I haven't had one flower yet, so whether it's got to get bigger, I don't know. But I will have to keep that one in check. It's growing a little bit out over the path, so I might take this branch off here. So that's up that area. So quite a few of the rhododendrons got their buds setting on them, so that's good. They have a nice display of those. You can just see them here. So that's good. And in there, rhododendron. Still got the big thing of mulch. Still haven't finished putting it around. Oh, we've got a few snowdrops come up down there, look. You can see them. Wait a minute, am I filming them? Yeah, tiny. Just there and just over there. They get a bit buried by the pine needles. When we have a good wind, you can see the pine needles, everything gets covered in pine needles. So this cyclamen here is flowering nicer now, so it's coming out nice and red. So I'm quite pleased with that. It must be getting enough light there to flower. I won't go around the back of the bank today because there's not much happening back there. I'm hoping when the woods are finished we will be able to put some bulbs and that around the back, because it'll get a lot more light around there. So as you can see, I've got stuff popping through. That's, what's that? I think that's iris coming through there. But I've got the hellebores, beautiful pink hellebores. Some people call them Christmas rose. They're looking really pretty. And another one up there. And the white one. Got loads of this one. It self-seeds everywhere. And I've got to pick up some of the leaves here that's blown down. So this area's looking good. So things are perking up. I've got to tidy up, still got to tidy up at the back there, the not Oriental Rose, what is that called? Slipped my mind, but anyway, that's got to be cut back and tidied up. As you can see, this is all self-seeded, these winter roses or hellebores. But they look nice, so I'll leave them there. So, all the cyclamen that I put in are doing okay. So that's good. They've survived, especially with the cold, because like I say, this bank doesn't get a lot of sun. It gets early morning sun, and that's it at the moment, this time of the year. So this is more irises coming up there. Big display of irises, hopefully. And this area here. There's more irises there. More irises back there. And then we've got a great big patch of, oh God, that's going to slip my mind as well now. But they are gorgeous. What are they called? No, slipped my mind. But they'll come out really well. When my husband cut down the carpet roses here, I thought how bare it looked. And we've had this, I wish I could remember what it's called, but we've had it come and it's spreading about and it's doing a lot better now the roses are gone. So I'm very tempted, here's one of the roses here, I'm very tempted to remove them because I think this will be much nicer, you know, just without them. More light can get to the things behind and that. So, can you hear that? Is that a rabbit? Or is it a dog? Could be a rabbit. We do get quite a few rabbits. Let's stop now. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to probably get rid of the roses. Oh, it's still making a noise. I bet you it's a dog. It's a dog! Up there, can you see? Dexter! Come on! Naughty boy! There's he doing in there, you monkey? I thought it was a rabbit. Dexter, off the garden. Come on. Sorry about that. I didn't even know it. Dex, just a minute. I'm going to get him off the garden. Right, got him off the garden. He's a monkey. This is rather nice daffodil, or narcissi as they call them. Very pretty. I'm quite pleased with that one. So here we go around to this area. My son came out the weekend and cut the grass for me, because even though we're in winter, the grass still grows in New Zealand because we get quite intense winter sun and it warms up quite a bit during the day, so it makes the grass grow all year round. Not very fast, but we still have to cut it. I put a few things in here just to give it a bit of colour until the dahlias come back, because it looked a little bare. But everything's doing fine. Down through here. It's looking great actually. I'm really, really pleased with this bank because it wasn't very good soil that we used. It was just some old soil that probably been dug out from when they put the house foundations in, and it was in a big pile over the other side where the mulch is now, and the pile of mulch, and we didn't want it there, and I said, oh, put it over here and we'll make a garden. So this virtually is not very good soil, but things have done really well considering. There's a lovely narcissi there. Really, really like that one. I like these double little ones. I think they're really nice. So, very pretty. And they smell beautiful as well. So there, I think that'll do for the... Oh, we'll just have a quick look at the front while I'm out here so you can see that that is doing okay. So no sign of the Tête-à-Tête daffodils yet. We've put quite a few in here. My husband actually put those in. But everything else is doing well. So all the cyclamen, which have been put in, doing all right. And we put quite a few of the primulas, or primroses, or polyanthus, whatever you want to call them. The little antirrhinums are flowering out the front here, so they're doing all right. That one's doing all right. It's a little bit, I need to fix it up because it's a bit fropped over. And that's a huge patch of cyclamen there. That was what the previous owner put in, so I left them when I dug everything out. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the daffodils, the Tête-à-Tête, to come up, hopefully soon. And it'll look even nicer at the front. Right, so that's all for now. I'll sign off. Thanks for watching. Please like or dislike and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.